Hello. It's not what I meant. That's okay. I got water. I meant something else.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. I am going to take you through a quick DER.
Oh yeah, that's right.
DER. Oh, and a
this
Wayne
off.
Cook. So if you're not an Eden energy medicine person, we start with, I'm going to just kind of sit and do this so you can see me. Cindy, can you check and see if it's on? This feels good. We're going to start with the 4 thumps. This helps with grounding, any excess worry. And I think we've noticed that the grounding really, really is necessary after the tuning forks, right? So I have a throat lodged in, so it feels good. And K27s. Our class is dwindling more as people leave for the airport. And thymus. And spleen 21. Donna, how is your spleen doing? She is the one that was up here in the peach shirt that Melanie worked on her spleen. And she said it's wonderful. And she's shaking her leg like a dog again. All right, let's cross over. Really grab those traps and come on down. And I have to say, since I got my sutures sewed up, I feel great. Yeah, I don't practice that much with the tuning forks. I just play with it. But when I'm on calls, I often sit with the tuning forks on different spots so people can't see me on the call. And let's do a hookup. I know I'm going out of order. And we're going to work with the aura in a minute. So I'm not going to do the aura one. We'll do connecting heaven and earth. And we'll do a Wayne Cook. You can do it seated or standing, however you want. 5 breaths here. It'll be Rudy Lago. His name is Rudy Lago. Co-host. And then open up. We've had a lot of stuff moving around. And nice zip up. And attach. Some people throw it away. My teacher, Melanie Gabriel, puts it in her heart and holds that for later. All right, thank you very much. And now we are back for the afternoon session. Welcome, everyone. I hope you had a nice lunch or breakfast or wherever you are. And again, if you're just joining us, this is Melanie Foster. We're here live in Chandler, Arizona.
There's this thing. There's a thing.
And there's a thing.
Oh, I guess it's
We
okay.
got the thing. Got the cord.
Where did that come
Okay.
from?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
So are there any questions to start off with? Anybody here or anybody on the chat? And while we're waiting to see if there are, one of the things we tried to accomplish in planning this class is to hit on as many of the energy systems that we work with in Eden Energy Medicine. So I worked on a couple on Camille that were not received very well, but some people they are, so you never know. But we worked on triple warmer a little bit with the gamut point and going backwards around the ear. We worked on the meridians sort of by doing some of the individual points. And you could also trace a meridian with those forks with the boot end. We definitely worked on the chakras. We worked in the aura. We are going to do more of that. And what others? We haven't really worked on the 5 elements. I'm not really sure. Haven't thought through that one all the way. But there are elemental neurovasculars. You could always put the forks on those. Maybe we'll test those today, but that would be another system to work with. And the electrics, I've not thought to put these on. I guess it really wouldn't work. Putting tuning forks on your main electricals because you'd have to keep banging them. And that's not necessarily. Oh my gosh. Look at, you want to demonstrate that? It was fabulous. Okay, that's cool. That's just brilliant. Thing where it's supposed to be. Okay, so Teresa just did this. So just as a reminder to our friends out there, the 5 elements, we like to check them. We use going to this hip. In front of this hip bone is water. Across from the waist is wood. Up to the base of the sternum is fire. Over to the left waist is earth. And taking that last one down to the other hip is metal. So Teresa brilliantly had the forks activated. You can test for what's out and then correct them, or you could just do water and wood. Do it more than once, do it just the once, whatever you want. Then you could do it again and do fire and wood. And you could do the same thing on the neurovasculars and the elementals on the on the head. You can do fire and earth. You can do earth and metal.
While you're doing this, I want to point out that Susan, thank you much. She says, thank you so much. She says, I look so much younger since doing the sutures.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And then metal to water. So that's the flow cycle, just a short reminder. And then you can, I'm just going to finish since I started. I'm going to go water to fire.
And honestly, I just grabbed 2 forks off the table.
You just made it up.
And we're just making it up.
And we do fire
because
to
this
metal.
Is how we learn, right? We play and experiment. And I didn't test just because a lot of times, we do the jiggle. We just hold these together. We don't really test when we're just doing our energy work. We just jiggle and strengthen it every day. You can do this with the fork. It's just a little bit deeper. I would recommend this.
Metal to wood.
Yeah. If this is something that chronically goes out on you that you're noticing, why not go a little deeper and get the vibration and the sound? Try it with a fork, a non-weighted fork. See what you think about that. So every person is going to be a little bit different. And so you can do the flow and the control cycle here.
And you can also do the flow and control on the elemental neurovasculars on the head. You just go the same points up there. So now we've included 5 elements. Good job. All right. So we are going to do another experiment with the aura. Like we haven't done enough with the aura. I'm going to have Teresa up here. Oh, is that okay if there's, okay. And then I'm going to have you guys do this on, we're missing one. That's okay. You guys can work, just a pair of you do it. Yeah, a pair of you, and then but we're missing Claire, but it's okay. So You come up here, Teresa. So we're going to check something else in the aura, because one of the most interesting things that I've worked with in helping people correct things that are difficult is the layers of the aura, not just the layers of the aura, the polarity of the layers of the aura. It's not exactly taught, but it's there, so we do it. So to remind you of how we test for the layers of the aura, we start with this one, and we just check to see how far out that 7 goes, and then we cut right through there. That's halfway through. So I don't test the polarity layers this way, but I'm going to. I'm going with the polarity, not the layers. Okay, so I'm going to test. This is confusing because. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's how you want to do it. Okay, so hold strong and hold and hold and hold. And yeah, they're fine.
Because we just had a lot of work.
And they're fine. Okay.
Denise, can we try Denise?
All right. Let me try this first.
Oh, okay.
I'll finish because you're up here. Okay, so I'm going to just try. Where's your most difficult? Is it your neck or? Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to check the layers for polarity in the aura at her throat. Now, I don't know if this is going to be true with her whole aura or if it's just in this area that is bothering her, but we're going with the throat. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to start here and check the pad. Each layer, I'm going to check the pad of my hand and the back of my hand, and then come out another layer and do that all the way out. So that's what I'm doing here. So hold nice and strong. Oh, okay. That one's not there. Okay, so here's this one. Here's the next layer out. Hold strong. That one's fine. Hold. Fine. 4, 5. Oh, sorry, I forgot what I was doing. Okay, number 2, hold and flip. Good. 3, hold and flip. 4, hold and flip. 5, hold, flip. Just the first one. 6 and flip. Wowie. 7 and flip. So this is the one that's bugging you, and that's the one that's out. Is that very first layer, the etheric layer, which is the layer that is the template of your body, the morphogenic template of your body. So do you want this kind of fork or do you want a noisy fork? Okay, so I'm just going to figure 8 this layer. I'm going to do it all around her neck, not just in this one location, to get all of it resonating. Just at 360. Can you feel it changing? Okay, do you want more? Should we see how it is? A little more. Like, want me to put that there or do you want? Okay. People know what they want. Even if they've never worked with them, they know what they want once they start feeling it. More or enough? Okay, so let's retake it. The only one that was off is your first layer. There wasn't anything to it. So hold nice and strong. There it is. And hold. Good. It's back.
That's great.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would have happened if the layers had been off?
I would have figurated that whole layer of your aura all the way around. Instead, we just went for one location.
So do you think
The question
Should we try it with
was-
someone else now? Because you want to see it illustrated.
So
Denise?
I asked about the layers of my aura. So if she had checked the layers and they had been off, she would have just taken the tuning fork in that layer and cleared it up.
But Denise, you want to try this?
However, I did just get a significant amount of work done in the layers. So interesting.
Yeah. Good. You want to try this? Okay. We stand over that way, face this way. Good. Alrighty. So let's do that. Let's do the layers of your aura. So you look beyond me. Don't look at me. Hold strong. And I'll cut right here. Hold. That one's good. Hold. Hold. Oh, that's a little different. That was the third out from the out. So fourth. Hold. So third, fifth, fourth, sixth, and okay, there's a bunch of them. So do you want a noisy fork or a weighted fork? Okay, we'll start with one. How about that? So we're going to start on the inside, work our way out. So I'm just going to do big, broad figure eights. And you could take more time. I'm just going to have you turn around, just rotate in a circle. But when I do this, and a little bit more. These weighted forks go a long time without hitting them, so it's kind of fun. And we'll do another one on the front. Okay, let's just see if that was enough to fix that inside layer. Hold strong. Good. So I'm going to start in here, and I'm just going to check. Hold. Ooh, good. Let's see if it fixed anything along the way. Hold. Okay, that one needs it, but that second one fixed. Okay, so we're out about here. And I'm going to use two of them, if that's okay. Is that all right? Might do more than just one layer at a time. This isn't, we don't know how long this corrects for. It's not meant to shortcut anything. It's just another way to work. If you're on the go and you don't have time to figure out all 7 layers of your aura, this could work faster. And the more you do it, the more resilient it gets. Okay, turn a little more. Can you feel it? You're buzzing all over. Okay, let's see. Sometimes buzzing good. Okay, okay, good. So we did that one and that one's fine. So this one, hold, good. The next one, hold, fix that one too. And hold. Oh, went all the way, maybe. Look at you. That's all it took. So that was kind of cool. Thank you. Do you guys want to try that on yourselves or want me just to do it? We can do it. You want to come up? Hurry, just come. And then would you like to do it? Okay. Teresa said no. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. You don't have to test your aura. You can if you want, but you could just, I'll do this right now. You guys want to try that on each or so I'm just gonna figure eight. And it can't really help for me to turn around because everywhere I go, it's still the same me. But I can figure eight me from the inside out. Or I could go straight out and keep and doing it like we did with the chakras. Like that. That's how you could do it. Okay, come on up. This is pretty quick, so it's a good way to get you guys something done. Alrighty. So hold nice and look beyond me. Okay, don't look at me. Hold we go. Hold whoop, hold strong. Good. I'm gonna start out here. Hold. And I'm gonna cut right here. 3, 4. You're good. How'd you get so strong? 6. I do that again. 6 and 7. Everything is fine. Good. We'll just do it anyway. Let's just do it anyway, because I don't know if you just couldn't show it because you're up here. That happens sometimes. Not your fault. We made you come up here. Okay, turn a little bit. You get a lot done with 2 forks. And it's actually going farther out because it's extending in my arm. So it's going the whole layers, all through the layers of the aura. Can you feel it? Oh, don't turn around yet. I'm not done. What'd you say? You feel what? Oh. She said she felt the vibration more with the sound forks. Okay. Well, let's finish this and then we'll do a little sound wrap up on you.
This is the tonal person that said earlier she heard it, not felt it.
Okay, so let's try it with a sound fork. Okay, turn. Now, I don't know if fixing one part of the aura fixes all of it. They kind of say that's kind of how it works. But if you're interested in repairing something or correcting something or fixing something or changing a pattern of something, it doesn't hurt to do it the whole way around. You're just reinforcing it. I'm not assuming the aura needs me to do all of it, but there's nothing wrong with doing it. Okay, one last turn. Do you feel this one? Yeah. Yes, I do. Oh, interesting. Okay, how's that feel? Good. Okay, thank you. Thank you for playing along. Okay, so do you want to try it? Yeah. Oh, I was gonna have her because she hasn't come up yet, but there's still more. I just wanted to make sure she came up. Okay, let's do that. Sure, if you want, or take them off. I guess since you brought it up, go ahead and take them off. So let's check your little. Yes, since you brought our attention to it. That's my rule. And anything with energy work is if someone says, should I? It's like, yeah, do that. Should I leave my clothes off? Should I take my clothes off? No. Hold strong. Hold strong. Good. Second layer. Hold. Okay, we got a second. Third. And fourth. And fifth. Wait, aren't you the perfect person to come up? How does Donna always get the perfect person to come up? Okay, so we're going to start from the inside. You want to try the weighted ones? Okay. So I'm just going to start inside. My intention is that they all fix, not trying to shortcut anything. I always tell the energies, I will fix all the layers if you need it. But if they decide to fix, that's okay too. Let me give another little jolt here. How does that feel like?
I feel it down near my feet.
Okay, but not up higher. You want me to try
She's
the tuning
feels it in her.
forks? Turn sideways.
She feels it in her feet, but not higher.
I'll do these first, and then we can do the sound ones if you want, or we can check, and then do the sound if you still need it. Okay, turn again. Half circle. I mean quarter circle. Quarter turn. And doing figure eights with your arms, we've all done them since day one of Eden work. But doing them with these metal tuning forks, 2 at a time, is really a lot. It looks little, oh, it's the easiest thing in the world. It is, but it's impactful.
I love that everybody can do what they want. Like Melanie's moving pretty fast for some of us,
Oh,
and some of you,
one more
she,
turn.
not for me, but she's moving. Some people would slow it down, right, Melanie? And it's
Some people
really
would,
about,
and I can. I just forget unless someone
no.
reminds me.
That wasn't a critique.
Oh.
I'm just saying, do what you need to do for your client. It's totally.
Well, I didn't ask. Does that feel good? Or do you want me to slow down? So now I will. We're distracted here.
Sorry, my.
Do you want me to
point
slow down?
was, Yeah.
Sometimes not feeling it is because it's going too fast. Let me go a little slower. Thank you, Teresa, and see if you feel it. Do you feel it more that way, or is it just the forks, not the speed?
I can't say I really feel this.
Okay, good. Slower still. Okay, that was pretty darn slow though. Okay. How do you torture someone who has fire? Slow down. No, that's still too fast. What's the matter with you?
Susan feels calmer when it's slower and energizing when it's faster.
Oh, yeah, well,
So neither are wrong.
just depends on the person. Okay, so let's retest and see if you need the other ones. So hold strong. How do you feel? Okay, hold. And hold here. And here. These are very strong. Wowie. So whether you could feel it or not, she's the perfect poster child for whether you feel it or not, it's working.
That was awesome.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so next we are going to do this. Oh, go ahead.
Before we do that, we have a question.
Okay.
Wendy is asking if it works for irregular energies, and she's asking because she's magnet sensitive,
Oh,
and she's wondering she's able to tolerate some of the forks, and she's thinking, is this going to be a good idea for her?
if you're tolerating them, that seems like a good idea. I don't have any way of knowing without testing. I've never specifically tried to correct irregular energies with the fork. Let me think. Although, if all the layers of the aura are out, that would make you kind of vulnerable, and they just corrected. So, if it feels okay, I would keep doing it. But testing to verify is always good.
Yeah, that I told everybody, hey, if anybody has irregular energies out there,
Try it and let us know.
check and let us know.
Anybody here have anything irregular that they want to own up to? No, of course not. I mean, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna
Everyone here is perfect.
I'm going up. Okay.
Dawn's coming to the stage. She likes it up here.
I don't know where the microphone is. Oh, it's not
You
on.
guys are teasing.
I know. They're
She
just,
said regarding this
Oh, oh.
irregular energy test question,
go,
she
here we
said
go.
three times, so I won't make her repeat that again.
here we go.
Forgot what I was gonna say.
Something in your back.
Turn this on.
The green light is on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Green light. Got it. Regarding the irregular energies question, I did have irregular energies and we were over there and we weren't trying to work with it, but once she got in that area and I was like, oh, I could feel the energy going
Ah.
down the back and it felt good and open. So my first
Excellent.
vote is it does.
Perfect. Thank
I'm
you for that.
Curious to see what Zoomers are gonna say too, but
Excellent. Good. Perfect. That's okay. It was worth it. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the next thing. Or is there any more questions? Are there any more questions? Not is there? Okay. So if we have time at the end, we might do some other stuff again, different people, different chakras. But right now we're going to do a protocol that I came up with. The source point protocol is what I call it. How's that for clever?
It sounds great. And
Mm.
before we do that, because a lot of us are feeling other people's stuff,
Mm.
I'm wondering if you could kind of just go over again how to kind of shut that off.
Oh, that's excellent question, Teresa. So, most of the people in this work are empaths, and not everybody is familiar with how to stop bringing those sensations in. So, there is a strong belief from many practitioners, many people, that your consciousness can shut it off. Just a thought just a thought of what you want to accomplish. It could be a curtain coming down. Some people don't want the sensation coming in, but they still want the information coming in. So different techniques are used. Some of them are just, Teresa, tell the one that you use to stop it from coming in. Yeah, because I don't do it. I said, do you just put a curtain down or put a wall down?
So when I first came in today, I unconsciously at this point just kind of put up a block because there's 50 people here usually, and I love them all, but I can't take on all their stuff. So now I'm at the point that I unconsciously put up a block. So when everyone was working this morning, they were saying, oh, I could feel this, I could feel this. I was over at the computer and I couldn't feel a thing. And then when I got on stage, I opened up. And then after that, then Dawn was up here and I felt everything that was happening to Dawn. And so one of the students said, I feel everything that's going on, and it was a little too much. And Cindy said, oh yeah, you need to shoot it down. So I kind of just put a blank up at this point in my career, but Cindy suggested that you stand there and really just
direct it down
to the ground. So
well,
Camille
right.
was having
saying some of the problem is that people are too full and they can't receive and process more. So they have to shoot it down to make more space to bring in more energy. But it's possible you can create it as a ongoing movement, right? It comes in, it goes down, as opposed to I'm stuck, and then releasing it, just bring it, just have a constant motion. Try that. Let us know if that works. Okay, so now we're going to do the source point protocol. So yes, dear, it is time. So this is kind of an interesting thing. It has to do with, I'll leave this up here in case you have comments. So I'm going to have you lie down, head there. And we're going to use the source points, all of the source points. It's not, well, we have the other source point protocol, that homolateral source point weaving. This is not that. This is I like to start on some protocols doing it in the 5-element way, which means doing kidney and bladder, and then doing wood and gallbladder, and then the 4 fires, the 2 earths, and the 2 metals, right? So I'm going to start on kidney. I'm going to start on the yins and then do the yang of each element. And my intention is to test which fork her body wants. That one. Hold on a second. I'm looking for something. Is there a bolster? Let's look under the table, shall we? Hello. Not under there. Is there a bolster on one of those tables we could borrow? So since you guys can feel these, you guys might want to do this on your own. You can watch, but then you won't get it. Maybe you've had enough and you don't need to get it. I'm going to hold the fork. I can hold it and wave it, or I can put it on your source point, and you can tell me if that's, I cannot open this thing. Yeah, apparently. We'll see how you want me to test it. Thank you so much. So I will, and are you more comfortable with the weighted forks or the not weighted? Because there's a lot of noise with those other ones. Let's just try this and see what happens. Okay. So I'm going to put this fork on, I'm going to hold it up. It's an experiment. I'm going to see, how do I need to test her? I'm holding one in my field. Does that one feel right? It's not on there. It's in my hand. Remember, you guys feel me waving them around? Yeah, I'll put it on. Do you feel that? Or do I need to activate it? Okay. Well, actually, I'm going to test you instead. Let's put this microphone somewhere. So let's get a nice strong test. Hold. Good. And hold again. Perfect. Easy breezy. Hold. So if I put this on you on K1, I can test. You ready? Hold strong. Woo-hoo-hoo. She was not impressed with that one. Okay, so this is kind of fun. Now, I'm not testing to see if the source point is weak. My intention is to go through each of the source points. So I'm not looking for a weak one. I'm just looking for which one makes the point test strong with the fork on it. Hold. Ooh, she likes that one. I don't need to see if there's another one. I'm just going to do one. And I'm going to do it until you tell me you don't want it anymore, okay? She said more. So if you guys want to try this, you can. It's not super interesting. It's a lot of this. So if you want to do it on a couple tables over there, you might enjoy it more. Okay, I'm going to go until you say stop. I'm not going to ask more every time. But I could also test. So by testing, it goes weak now. So she's not ready. She's not done. She wants more. So there's a couple ways you can do this. Do you want to do it with her? You guys want to do it together? Or you guys can, three of you do it. Is there any question about what we're doing? Just wondering. One more. Let me just test. Ooh, she said she wanted one more, and it is nice and strong. I'm going to see if she wants any more. She's good? All right. So do you want the same one on this K1, or do you want a different one? Or you don't know? Okay. It often is. So I'll try different ones.
When you say the source point, will you say the number? K3 is the,
You know what? Thank
K1
you.
is not the
I was
source
doing
point.
it on K1 just to start, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm going to start on K3. Yep. Hold. Ooh. Cool. Got more? Is that good? Okay. So now we're going to go to K3. So I'm going to put a fork on there and see if you know if you like it or not. Hold. Oh, she tested really strong. She didn't say she liked it. She just tested strong. Okay, now we're on K3. We're starting on kidney. Okay, fine. If you can handle me testing you. Okay. Okay. I can't talk. It's testing strong. Does that mean it's had enough? Hold strong. It seems that it's had enough. Okay. I'm not going to overdo her. I'm going to stop when her body says enough. So does it want the same one on the other side? I'll test. Never mind. We're testing. Nope. Hold. Okay. Found one. So I have to tell you guys, I did this protocol on a friend of mine who doesn't have very many people work on her. She's a healer herself. And she uses this kind of muscle test. She's a nutritionist. She does a lot of stuff and she just gets through really fast with just testing like that. So she really needed something and I didn't know what to do with her. And so I know that she needs to be in charge. So I said, I know, let's just start putting the tuning forks on your source points. And she's like, well, how do you know which one? I said, well, you'll tell me. So we'd go through, 5 or 10, we'd find one and we'd do it. And sometimes we would test it we'd put the sound on it for a really long time. Sometimes like 5 minutes of continuous bonging. And she was kind of worn down, so it was a good idea to do this. Hold strong. Okay, she's strong now. So now I have to, somebody hold my thought while I go to the next point. So we're going to do liver, source point. So I'll try one of the forks I have out. I'm on liver 3. Hold strong. She likes it. So we start doing this protocol. Takes us a good long while. We get all the way through. She's like, oh my gosh, I feel so good. And she was so energized and it was super fun. And she was in charge and I got to help, but I didn't decide what we were doing. And then she tells me about a week later, hold strong. Hold strong. Not quite. She tells me, I didn't want to tell you, but I had incontinence starting and I was very bothered by it. And I didn't want to mention it. And most women don't want to mention it. And she said, but it went away after our session. And what? So then I see her again a few months later and she says, it came back. Oh, well, how long did it last? Oh, like a month. I said, oh, wow, we are so on the right track. So we did it again. Hold nice and strong. Hold. Okay. See what this one wants. Hold that, hit a pin in that again. Hold strong. Okay. So we did it again. And this time the correction lasted about 6 months. So we were very, very impressed that something we just made up had 6 months of impact on her. And she said, you know how many women have this? It's like, oh, wow. And we didn't spend an inordinate amount of time on bladder or kidney. We did it on all of them. And some of them, like her heart, I think that was the weakest by far. So it wasn't just focusing on bladder or kidney. Hold strong. Good. Okay, we finished with that. So now we're going to do gallbladder. Gallbladder up here. Let's just grab a fork and see which one you want. Hold strong. She likes that one. Oh, there we go. So we don't know what else this can do, but that was kind of a cool thing. Okay, you tell me when it's done. So when you fill up these gas tanks or these source point tanks, the energy, they store up the energy so the body has it when it needs it. And you can balance a lot of things because you have energy to organize. Are the people doing this, Teresa, while I do it? Cool. It's possible just using one fork on everything would be beneficial. I mean, likely. It is possible though. Sometimes you put a fork on someone and they test weak. So there is a benefit to testing. Ooh, you're sort of vibrating. You want more of this? Okay. Okay. So now we go to the other source point. And let's see what you want there. You want this one? You need me to test or can you tell if you want it?
No, it's a nothing.
It's a nothing. Gotcha. Okay. Are you doing it? Good.
I was busy working on myself. Are you going once
One side and then the other side. Yep. I'm doing all of K3, then all of, oh, I missed bladder. I was talking, doggone it.
But you're going you did the whole right side first and then no, you're going K3, K3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was my intention. I have to go back and pick up bladder.
Okay. Just for fun, I am doing the source point weave on off. I started with small intestine on one side because that's where I'm in small intestine time. And then I went to bladder on the other side. So,
okay, you're doing the weave with the forks. Cool.
yeah, with the fork. So everybody at home, play with it.
Play. Good. Okay, we're gonna go back and find bladder. Something was off, right? How about this one? So it's supposed to be on this side. Yeah, isn't that funny? It didn't want that side. Do we try something else? Nope. Okay. Everybody's an expert now. I need a weighted fork. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Susan wrote, now I can bend my toes. I forked my
Ooh.
toes.
Fantastic. How did she fork them?
Removing foot neuropathy.
Is she putting it on the pain or
I think
on the
I
source
think
point?
she put it right at the end, right, Susan? You put it right on the end of your little toes. Yep. She gave me a
Interesting. Somebody else was talking
Yep.
about neuropathy the other day. That's
great one. So for this source point weave, you need 2 forks. No, I'm using 1 fork, Lisa, because I only, one hand's got to be, the fork's got to be on a hand,
But
and then
more
the
you
other
going
hand
out.
has to hold the fork because I'm doing it by myself.
okay.
But
Okay.
you could do 2 forks as a practitioner.
Okay.
You could, for quickness, you could just do 2 forks at the same time on your body, on the person. It would be harder to do on yourself, obviously, but good question.
Okay. For now, we'll revisit that later. Okay, so how about this one? Does it want the same fork? No. Very often it doesn't. I find that interesting. But everything has changed after you fix something. That's okay. Enthusiasm is good. Trying to raise our voltage, right? Woohoo. What's ooh? Maybe it's a chant. Ooh. It's not me, it's you.
Lisa is feeling that the yin vibration is holding longer than the yang side. Interesting.
Oh. Holding longer as in,
Like she can feel it longer.
oh, okay.
And
God, that
Oops,
didn't land on my foot.
Susan is
Yeah,
saying
it
this
did
is
not land on my
her
foot.
ankle is vibrating like the fork without the fork there.
All these people are waking up. Okay. So now I'm at heart. I'm gonna pick just the right fork. Oh, oh, ooh. You like this one? I've had better. Okay. Okay. Let's see what this one wants. Does it want the same one? Not so much. Okay. Nope. I might go over there, but right now I'm okay. Do you want that one? Doesn't hurt my feelings. Okay. One more. Well, I'll need your arms. So good. Okay. So is that okay to have them like this? Okay. So now I'm on small intestine. I'm going to find us a fork. This one. Find a fork. It's two parts to this game. Okay.
Susan, when you're done, the viewers want to know, are you doing the ends of the toes or meridian end points on toes?
More. The last one.
Susan's holding the tip of her toes. Thank you.
This one. Yeah. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forks sitting over on the table that I haven't needed to use. So they're working with the ones that I have up here. Fewer is easier. Less testing.
I'm curious
Is that enough?
if anyone in the room or near or on the chat, is their triple warmer getting activated? So I'm going to ask you to hold triple warmer reactivity for a minute or two because the people on the chat are feeling it.
Okay.
I don't actually have anyone that will give us a discount
it.
on the forks,
Do you want to
but I
hold your
do
wrist,
have
or
a
is it okay?
name of a person who
Okay.
I'll send you his contact information
So now
out.
Cirque 6.
And he's very, very, very low priced already. So I'll give you all that. When I send out the Zoom link, I'll send you his information. He's lovely. I didn't have him come today because so many of us are, people traveling. We wanted to kind of play it safe for him.
Now we're on Cirque 6. In my experience in doing this triple warmer was happy to have energy just like each of the meridians. So you don't have to skip it, but if you're not sure, just test for it. See
Yeah,
if it
that's a-
wants a pork.
That's a great idea. And the other thing, Lisa said, her triple warmer is loving it. She's holding it over her heart while doing the work.
Holding her hand over, yeah.
You're holding the fork, Lisa, or your hand over the heart? It's good clarifying question.
Probably maybe the gamut point. That's what we tried to do on Camille. She wasn't having it. Oh. Sometimes it needs to do that just to shift, Yeah, it's not always a bad thing. Yeah. Just knowing, okay, so you're dancing with it. Thank you. I think you are. And we're getting close to Cirques, to trip warmer, so there you go.
Melanie, Lisa is holding her hand over her heart and the gamut point.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's what we wanted to do on Camille, but her fingers didn't like it. It caused her to jolt. Is that enough? Okay. Let's see what this, oops, sorry. What do you want on this one? It's interesting how often it doesn't want the same one. Okay. I can do it above your head. Sure. Is that a good fork? Or just a good position? Okay. That will do. Will do. Okay, good. Well, next is triple warmer. Five element. Oh, she asked, we're over halfway through, and she said, you're not doing this through the time order. It's very observant. We're doing it through the 5 element order. We started with water and then wood, and now we're on fire. Oh, Why that? I don't get told that very often. Maybe is it, is that better? Okay. So my client asked me what order we were doing this in. She said, we're not doing it in the meridian wheel order, the time of the meridian. And I said, we're not, we're doing it in the 5 element order. We started with water, then wood, and now we're on fire. That's another way to add a 5 element. Yep. We're doing, the intention was to do yin, yin, yang, yang, kidney, kidney, bladder, bladder, and the same for each of the elements. More?
Do you want to hear that again? I know some people aren't familiar with what Melanie just said.
Okay, I'll say
She's
it again.
doing this in order of the elements.
So how does this one, do you like that one on there?
And I don't know if that part is taught.
Well, you can, because
Of
we
course.
do the 5 element order for, I do. Not that one. So I did yin, yin, I did kidney, kidney, bladder, bladder, liver, liver, gallbladder, gallbladder, heart, heart, small intestine, small intestine. And now then we did circ sex, and now we're starting triple warmer. Yeah. Oh, I get you. You don't want to scare it, huh?
Cindy asked for a really low vibration on the triple warmer.
Which one is it?
It is funny because Cindy doesn't work with tuning forks much either. And we both got up there and we knew exactly what we needed.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's the lowest one I have. So we're doing it on triple warmer. And she really likes it. Seems like a great way to make friends with triple warmer. Find the fork that it likes and put it on your source point, or around your ear backwards, or on the gamut point, or at the notch in your throat. Lots of places where you can put triple warmer. Or trace the meridian with it. Trace it backwards. One more.
So it looks like the people at home are starting to finish up a little bit. If you've had enough, obviously put the fork down. But otherwise keep playing with it. Go back to what really resonated with you. Like, oh, that spleen felt good. Or maybe go to spleen 2.
Yeah, doing spleen, help assimilate all that you've done.
Yeah. Spleen 21.
Trace spleen with it. You just zoomed through yours, Teresa. That was fast. Good for you.
Sometimes I would stop
been a rough
and
day.
talk. And so I don't
You want
know if
more?
I
Is
got
that
them all
good?
because maybe I got the wrong spot where I ended up.
Just like, holy cow. Okay, now we're moving on to earth. So we're going to spleen. Spleen 2. Do you want this one? You want to see if there's better? Okay. It's a high one. Good. Do the same one over here. Okay. Okay.
Ooh, Melanie, when you're done, we want to try a 2-point forking with 2 forks on one end of each point.
Ooh, I mean one end of each meridian.
Do you mean meridian, Susan, or do you mean like sides of body? Both. Try both. We
I
agree
think
with that,
the
Susan.
2 endpoints of a meridian is great. This is also one of those you could do. There's that protocol that you do the end point of one and the beginning point of another. Once we get started, the possibilities are endless. Oh yeah, hearts. Oh yeah, whole nother thing, hearts. Okay, now we're on stomach. Let's see what stomach wants. Okay. Mm-hmm. I know. The whole thing is and it's completely different from what you'd want next time. There's really no pattern or order. Not to us. Well, it makes sense because as soon as you do one, it changes everything else. Yeah, constantly. So you can't anticipate what the next one will be. Interesting. Is this enough? And that's what I thought you were saying. Okay, let me just get another. Maybe I can open this one myself. Look, I did it myself.
So the studio audience, Melanie,
Hmm?
I could not hear the tuning forks hum this morning. Now I can.
Wow.
Now I can hear 2 vibrations from the fork.
Oh, wow.
Can you explain that?
Hold on. Is this the one you want? I'll answer as soon as I get her started. This, okay. Hearing the tones in the fork, is that what you're saying? Oh, wow. A couple things. Energies are clearing, and senses can open when energies are clearer. That's kind of the whole point of not the whole point. All of our belief with this work is that the longer we do it, the more sensory information we'll have. So I think that's a great confirmation that her energy is working for her, that this is working for her energy. I thought maybe she was talking about the tones she could hear in the sounds, like Eileen hears the sounds, here's the emotion, that's a whole nother level. Move on. Okay. The last 2 is R, lung. Yes, of course. Oh, I don't know very much about that. The question is, can I talk about why why you want to quiet the fork down before you hit it again? It's not a reverberation, it's a double tone. It changes the tone of the fork so that it's not the frequency that you were wanting it to be. Overtone. I think it's an overtone. I don't know that. That's just what I remember them saying. So then it's not the frequency on the fork, it's something else. Say it again. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did you say that's good? No, you're talking something else. Oh, are you leaving? Thanks for being here. That's enough. Okay, I'll do this one over your head if you want. Oh, let's see if you want this one first. Okay. You weren't there, maybe? Yeah, they. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the smart people. Yes, ma'am.
Do you know anything about this and bone density?
Ooh, wow. That's a really good question. I would like to think, I don't know for sure, but if this can help incontinence, I would like to think it could help density. They're both bladder, right? One's kind of internal and one's kind of outer. Um, I think it'd be great for anybody. I've always loved the stories of Donna with the people that she worked with that were nurses and they had access, or medical personnel, and had access to medical testing without having to pay for it necessarily. And they could get their work done, and then they could do some energy work, and then they could get their work done again, and you could see what the improvement was. So if anybody is in the medical profession and can easily have tests done, and or you already have bone density issues, find the measurement or the current measurement if you can, or maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know how long the measurements last for, and try some of this work. Try it. I would concentrate on bladder and kidney, but it's all one meridian. So I would really want to do the whole thing so that everybody gets what they need on a regular basis so that they can go from like, oh, putting out little fires to evolving up. That's what I would say. Fair enough? Yeah. I get a little carried away. I start talking and banging on you. Okay, last one. Large intestine. Okay. And I'm going to go all the way around to water again. I just feel like I haven't completed the whole circle, but it probably won't take very long. They're very ladylike and graceful. You must be a Southern belle. I do declare. That's good. Oh, I thought you said it was good. Oh, I didn't know. I don't want to overdo you. We're at the end of the thing. Okay, not a problem. I interrupted it. Okay. So now it's this side. Do you want this one? Nope. It's always nice to ask. Okay. Hmm? They seem Teresa's talking with them. What's she doing? Oh. Oh. Oh, I haven't even used mine. Thanks. You should give those out at trick or treat. Here you go, children. Here's some crystals. That's good. Okay. So I want to do kidney real quick again. And how's this one? Okay. Probably won't make much, but I want to close the loop. Okay. How about this kidney? Feels like something's happening. I haven't activated the fork. Okay. Okay.
So I have a minute. I just typed it into the chat, but I just handed out quartz crystals here. And I'm wondering if anybody has like rose
That good?
crystals or
Okay.
amethyst or
Bladder,
some
last
kind
two.
of rock near you. I wonder what it would feel like
Which
to
one do you
play
want?
with those different
Get these out of the way.
elements. Susan, of
Okay.
course you have all of them. I know that. But find your favorite stone and play around with it and put it in the chat. Tell us what you think. Please.
Okay, so she just said we just closed the loop. We did all the way through the 5 elements. We were at metal and now we're at water because I wanted to finish it, not just end it at metal. So I'm on the bladder one and she said, I don't remember it feeling like this last time. So then I thought, oh my God, what if we went through twice? I'm not going to, but that's where the ideas come from, right? Yeah.
Melanie, I love that you're just willing to play. And that's really how you find things out
It's
is you
really
play.
Yeah, it makes it fun too. So I have some girlfriends that do energy work, different kinds and some of the same kind. Let's see if you want this fork first, not that fork. And they say, can we just come over and play? Yeah, just come over, let's play. We don't know what we're going to do. But in the spirit of fun, new ideas come. I think she's about done. Is that it? All right, we did it. I wonder if you can even walk. Yes, of course. You can lay here as long as you need. We're just going to close up the building and leave. Okay. Any questions?
Yes, Lori B said she did the points on the HORARY. I don't know that cycle.
HOR.
I don't want to Harari. I don't know. And my feet feel really buzzy. It's awesome because I am slow to feel. But
Good night.
Lori, will you tell us what that is? It's the time clock. It's by time. Oh, it's something pretty obvious. Okay, thank you. Thank you. It's the 24-hour cycle.
Sorry to laugh. Oh my goodness. I'm laughing that it was so impactful. And it was one thing when you're lying down and you see it, I was like, holy cow.
So I think Cindy's having a moment. We don't know what's happening up there. I will say if you do something like this with your client, I know when I got up, I had to sit for a little bit. Normally I pop off the stage, but I had to sit there.
Well, Cindy just said laughing is the best release.
Laughing is the best relief.
She's gonna be all right. I know, I'm kidding. I just
Cindy, will you grab the mic and kind of tell us how you're feeling?
Oh, it's on the chair.
And yes, a lot. Wendy just said, "Hey, I'll try this another time. My body is done with forks for the day."
Mhm.
We agree. We
Mhm.
agree.
We
We
get that.
agree. And Lisa, yes, I've been doing. I already cued Melanie with the radiant circuits because I've been doing radiant circuits and hearts. So okay, Cindy.
She's been doing, we did this for what, an hour or more?
No,
It-
really?
It's about an hour, yeah.
Wow, that is long. No wonder. So right now I feel a little woozy, kind of like you've had an amazing, really fabulous session. Is this better? Okay. So I feel a little woozy, like you've had an amazing, wonderful session, right? Not totally disoriented, but I just need to come back just a little bit. My head's a little bit funky, a little wonky, but pressure, low pressure. Oh yeah, that'd be good. Oh yeah, thank you.
Probably a glass of water.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I need some water. My bottle is
That blue one?
no, it's the silver one behind Amy. But I'll take that. Thank you. Yeah, we were talking about water earlier with the group. And because we are we're increasing, yeah, would you get that? Thanks. We're increasing the voltage that, that electricity, the voltage needs
Mhm.
water
Mhm.
to make that happen.
Good point. And we're in the desert with the air conditioner on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That was well, and when Melanie starts laughing, I just start cracking up. Anyway, so but yeah, that laughter, I was like a release instead of like sometimes shaking or I mean, obviously I was yawning my brains out, but is that better? Okay. I didn't know I was doing that. Thank you, Teresa. Look, I'm just practicing on being a demo body. This is the only second time I've been up on stage. So give me a break. Okay. Where was I?
Water, voltage.
Water, voltage, totally need that. But that laughter release, it was kind of like a different kind of release. It was a joyful release, like a completion kind of thing,
Mhm.
as opposed to releasing gunky junk.
Mhm.
Does that make
Mhm.
sense?
Yeah, it just felt like we had fun and you're like, whoa, and it's
Yeah.
funny. We
Yeah,
shared
yeah.
a thing and it's just really funny.
Yeah. Yeah. It's exactly like that. And it was amazing. And thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's super fun. Any other questions? Because I think we probably won't do more if everybody's had enough.
I know. So Teresa recommended that drinking water, in addition to drinking water,
Turn on.
maybe everyone could do an Epsom salt bath. And maybe even baking soda bath.
Oh, that's a
to
good
help
idea.
integrate the work and adjust to the new voltage.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And Susan would like to report that the fork vibrates stronger than selenite through shungite pyramid.
Wow.
Thank you. Does anyone else want to add anything? I think that we're all kind of 8 hours of the tuning forks might be enough.
If it's not, I don't think more is going to help.
Yeah.
Another 8. Let's go.
So a good rule of thumb, activate the regular fork and point it at a spot.
Oh, that's a rule of thumb?
Do you think this, so this is a good rule of thumb from Cheryl.
Oh.
Should we activate the regular fork and point it at a spot?
We pointed it at the spot when we were out in the field, when we were doing the chakras through the field.
Yeah.
We pointed it at Camille's throat, but we didn't point it much other than that, did we? But you can.
You can hold it, you could point it, you could
You
do
can figure eight it.
eights.
You can put it as close to the body as you want or on the body.
Yeah.
There's so many things.
Could you talk a little bit about using the forks with the radiant circuits? And have you ever done any anchoring and wandering?
Oh,
That's
boy.
a good
Oh
one.
my goodness, that's a good one. You're welcome. I think doing the exercise, doing the radiant circuit exercises with the forks, there's some specific, doing the anchor points, that could be interesting too. I have not specifically done that. I think that many things can light up the radiant circuits. I think when I do a session, all my radiant circuits light up, and at some point we end up laughing. That lights up their radiant circuits. I think the tuning forks, I like holding the metal. I like the metal element, and I like the tool, and I like the sound, and I like playing with them. So I think it lights up my circuits just to use them. But I like I'll have to experiment more with the radiant circuits themselves.
So I'm just curious, kind of running through it. We've worked with the aura, the chakras,
Mhm.
polarity.
Mhm.
We've helped ground,
We did triple warmer,
triple warmer,
5 elements,
5 elements, source
Meridians.
points,
meridians,
meridians.
layers of the aura.
Yeah, yeah.
We did a lot.
And we also could do neurolymphatics.
Yep.
And, I do the neurolymphatics, but I use the boot. And I really like the boot better than the handle or just
Mhm.
A pointy tuning fork. It just feels really good and it's kind of safe.
And the vibrating helps you do some of the work. Yeah. Do you find you like the noisy ones better or the weighted ones better on the neurolymphatics, or do you notice a difference?
I only have I use what I have. So I use the sonic slider with the boot. But you know what? I guess I could play around with some sound ones. Yeah, good idea. I'm looking, any more questions in the chat? I really like this anchor and wander business. Yeah, actually, can we play with that real quick?
Sure. I
What do
don't
you
have
think
my
that would-
charts. If you have a chart, I'd love to have
Well,
one.
let's just,
Make it up.
I'll come up.
Okay. No, it won't take very long either, because it's not gonna, I think you barely just start on a radiant circuit and it's gonna go. Oh, you don't need that under your head. Okay, so I think there's an anchor point on the right there. Oops, that's not gonna work. Okay, point to it. Point where you are. Okay. And then I could wander. Which one is this? That's how we're gonna do it. Just wander. Oh, wait. Okay, gotcha. Let's make it these two. I think they are. I think that's why they call them anchors. So let's just make a Z. We could just make a Z with the other one. Oh. Well, anytime you work on the back with these, it feels really good though. You didn't get the spinal flesh with it. Okay, let's just, you did? Okay, we can do that. That'll light up your radiant circuits.
If you came late, she demonstrated a spinal flush with 2 forks. And I will say I frequently do this with my clients and it's fun.
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll over. It's a little hard on your side. I can't see the points. There we go. Do you want some tissue or do you want to put your face over? Okay. Okay, so radiant circuit. I don't remember where they are. Do it on the head, back, and it's just the Z, but I can just do that. I can do these. These would be the endpoints of the.
Oh, that's what we were talking about earlier on both sides of the body.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm going to lift my legs so they
Okay.
can see. So you're hitting kidney 3 and bladder 64 or 63. Oh, no, you're hitting a different bladder spot. It's both sides of the body, but it's a kidney
Let me try
liver.
this one.
I mean, kidney bladder, right?
Yes. Oh, this is a great acupuncture point to hold.
Yeah, this is great because you did kidney, bladder with the source point, but you could do,
I'm going to do the 2 small intestine points up here.
yeah, this feels good. This is great.
This is great.
But I like that you could do gallbladder, liver. You could do the pairs
You
too.
could. We're going to do some hearts on your back.
I never thought about touching the body with the hearts. I do it in the field.
Well,
This is great.
what else do we want to do? Get that circumflex point. Oh, I know. I'll get the back of the knee. We didn't do any neurovasculars, but I'll do these on your knees. Little hearts.
Yeah, if you're at home, draw a heart on your, touch your
Somewhere.
fork to the actual body and draw hearts.
We'll do some water and metal. Booster comb. Pretty much we can do most anything, clearly. I think we've established that. She's trying.
So the question on the chat or the suggestion is diamonds, draw diamonds. There was a question of, does anyone know what the harmonic frequency of the universe is? Just in case, if you do, please put it in the chat.
We're doing diamonds above you, making big wide ones around you. Okay, we'll do a bigger one.
Whoever suggested the diamonds while I'm on the table, I'd like to thank you.
So I did big ones. Now I'm going to do smaller ones.
Alaska Susan suggested the diamonds.
Okay, now I'm going to do a chain of little ones down the middle. Cool. Here, let's turn over. We'll do diamonds on your front. Just pick 2 random.
It's really
ones
shaping up to be the best pose class ever.
for me. I'll do 3 of those. Cool. Now I'll do smaller ones. Funny looking diamonds, but they're diamonds nonetheless. What else would you like? Thank you.
I feel great. Maybe my sutures again.
But me, now we're gonna start doing things the second time.
So
We-
it is interesting because remember I told you Melanie did a session the other day and all my wind points blew out and I had a lot of pressure in my head. And so it is something that happens to me that I need to make sure I'm grounded or just make sure my head is open and my gates and my feet and everything. And then afterwards, just a little head rub like this feels good already. So I just think it's something to remember that all your clients won't, I'll scoot over. So you
But you're fine.
all of your clients won't actually know this about themselves, nor will they say anything if they do feel something. So it's just a really good reminder to make sure you're saying to your clients, hey, are you drinking enough water? Or do you feel different at all? And help them ground and help them move that energy through. So
Well,
thank
this is
you.
not something I would do, this many protocols, nor would I do much of any of this on someone unless I'd done their energy before.
Right. Which
So
that's
You got to make sure it
fantastic.
moves. And if you do a session with them and their energy is problematic and they have headaches, you're just not going to move it faster and more. You're going to wait until they get a little more balanced.
Yeah, I love that. I love that this is such a great blend together. Like we all went out at lunch and most of us did the DER and obviously we came back and did that, but it's very, very grounding. I feel I'm waking up even more. I didn't want to pop off the table again because like I said, you saw Cindy get up. She was here for an hour. So I wanted to just slowly get off the table, but I will head over to the chat and
Mhm.
check if anyone's in the chat. But right now in the studio audience, you thank you. There's only 4 people here. Everybody keeps leaving for the airport.
They've had enough.
So we have a lot of energy moving through us. So I'll take questions from you guys or comments and questions and comments from there.
By me, I mean you.
All right. So again, I will post some things. I have a contact here in Phoenix. Let me put this on. So this is Teresa again. I have a contact here in Phoenix that really does inexpensive forks. They usually take like 2 weeks, but now they're at an 8-week thing, of course, because of the supply chain. But what I will do is I'll send his information out and he is really open to just talking to you about what fork you need. And then he'll order them and he'll ship them to you. And they're, like I said, they're very inexpensive. So somebody said, I want them all. They're quite expensive now and I want them all. So I would love for people to put in the chat kind of what they love and what they would, people who've been doing this for a while. What do you think? Kathleen says the frequency of the universe is 432. But what do you think about, what was your favorite fork and what would you think to start with? So I'm just kind of waiting. You know what, Roz? I don't know about Australia. I'll ask. You might want to do Amazon.
I would encourage the Biofield Tuning website. She has good forks. I've not seen the boots anywhere else, and those are from her. So you can get the boots from her, the handles, even if you get the forks somewhere else. But they're good forks. I've enjoyed them. And I'm not biofieldtuning.com.
Biofieldtuning.com. And I will send that out also.
Mhm.
Oh, Lori B put soundhealingtools.com has an awesome customer service. Oh, these are great. So here, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these things from the chat and I will send them out in my email when I send the recording. How does
Good.
that sound?
Good.
Yeah. So if you're worried about catching things on the chat, I'm going to do that right now. All right. Any other let me go back. How would you close the session?
Usually I do figure eights in the field, just like we do with Eden, and most of my sessions are Eden. So I might do the forks in the field or my hands, or kind of a weave over the body, one fork on either side, closing it up, or the diamonds is a good idea. I usually do like 3 big diamonds and then 3 sets of smaller diamonds, 3 or 4 along the whole length, and then a set of the smaller ones down the middle.
Just checking for more questions in the chat. Did that answer your question? I'm also trying to grab your opinion or your advice. If Kathy could pick one, it would be the sonic slider. That's Eileen's stuff. Alaska would do the radiant circuits to close, and grounding. Yes. Oh, these fork, the ohm, OHM. That's a good one. Sarah Allen uses one that I'll write that in there too, which she recommends.
Oh yeah, I got that one from Sarah Allen, or no, Amazon, but it was through Sarah.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap too, if I
Mhm.
remember correctly.
I think it was about 100, wasn't it? 100 hertz. I don't
I
remember.
think it was around there.
Mhm.
It seems like that's it. All right. Well, we are starting to get stagnant on the flow coming from the chat, I think. So I would love to say, I know we said 3 o'clock, but we're kind of fried here. So I would love to say we will, oh, another one's coming in. Yeah. So I would love to say thank you to all of you. And what we're going to do is, like I said, I'm going to download this recording and send it out to you. Hopefully I'll get to it tomorrow. I will also send you all of the things.
Oops.
I'm starting an echo in here. I'm going to switch mics.
Here, you want this one?
I'll go over there.
Uh-oh, it's still happening.
We're going to thank you very much for coming. I will get this recorded for you. I will send it out. If I don't get it tomorrow, just give me another day, and I will probably send that out by Wednesday or Thursday. I will have all of the information about where to buy these, including the guy from Phoenix who was going to be here, but because there's a big outbreak going on for COVID, I asked him not to come. And so I'll send you that information. We'll send you Eileen McCusick's website. It's a great place to start. If you're a biofield tuner, you don't know Donna's work, we'll send you that information also. And the links again. If for some reason you don't receive this, please email me, lakehealingcenter@gmail.com. So I'm Teresa Lake, Lake, and I have a healing center. That's all one word at gmail.com. So please email me directly and I'll send those recordings out. So in the meantime, thank you all very much. Melanie Foster, I cannot thank you enough. This was fantastic. This was a lot of fun. I never thought about all the possibilities. And obviously, once you get going, we're just brainstorming as a group. What about this? What about this? So I love how you play in your work, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Bless your hearts for hanging in there.